On July 24, 2025, the wrestling world lost one of its biggest and most influential icons. Terry Gene Bollea, known to millions around the globe as Hulk Hogan, passed away at the age of 71. His death marked the end of an era in professional wrestling and entertainment, closing the chapter on a career that spanned decades and shaped the industry in ways few could ever match. Hogan's legacy was monumental. From his rise in the 1980s as the face of WWE's expansion to his unforgettable runs in WCW and his crossover success in movies, television, and pop culture, he was more than just a wrestler. He was a phenomenon, known for his larger-than-life persona, his charisma, and his unmatched ability to connect with fans. Hulk Hogan became a household name in nearly every corner of the world. His Hulkamania movement wasn't just a slogan. It was a cultural wave that inspired millions to train, say their prayers, and take their vitamins. In the days following his passing, tributes poured in from across the wrestling community. WWE honored Hogan with a 10-bell salute before episodes of Raw and SmackDown. Superstars, legends, and fans stood together in silence, paying respect to a man whose influence could be felt in every corner of the business. However, one absence during that televised tribute caught the attention of fans. Roman Reigns, one of WWE's current top stars, was not present on stage for the segment. This absence led to speculation online, with some questioning if there was tension between the two, but reliable reports quickly clarified that there was no animosity whatsoever. In fact, Roman Reigns and Hulk Hogan had known each other for years, sharing a friendly relationship through mutual connections in the Tampa, Florida area. The decision for Roman Reigns not to appear during the televised 10-bell salute was, according to insiders, a creative choice. Triple H, WWE's chief content officer, reportedly felt that appearing in that segment would not align with Roman Reigns' current on-screen persona as the tribal chief. The concern was that stepping out of character for the tribute might break the continuity of his ongoing storyline. While some agreed with this reasoning, others felt that paying respect to a legend should transcend character considerations. Despite not appearing in the public tribute on television, Roman Reigns chose to honor Hulk Hogan in his own way, privately and personally. He attended Hogan's private funeral service, held away from cameras and media, where friends, family, and select figures from the wrestling industry gathered to say their final goodbyes. During this private gathering, Roman Reigns shared heartfelt words about Hogan's impact on the industry and on himself. In his tribute, which he later posted on his official social media, Roman Reigns wrote, "Hulk was a pioneer. He carried this business on his back and opened doors for every single one of us who came after. I had the privilege of knowing him. As a man, beyond the ring, he was generous, he was wise, and he loved this business more than most will ever understand. My respect for him is endless. Rest easy, brother." Those words resonated deeply with fans. They showed that while Roman Reigns may not have been part of the on-screen tribute, his respect for Hulk Hogan was genuine and profound. His decision to keep that moment private was in line with how he often handles personal matters away from the spotlight. The funeral itself was an intimate event, attended by close family members, lifelong friends, and a select group of wrestling legends. It was a time for sharing memories, telling stories, and reflecting on the life of a man whose career touched so many. For Roman Reigns, being there wasn't about publicity. It was about showing up for someone who had paved the way for his own career, in remembering Hulk Hogan. Roman Reigns acknowledged the unique role Hogan played in shaping modern professional wrestling, long before WWE became a global juggernaut. Hulk Hogan was its face, drawing record crowds and headlining some of the most iconic events in wrestling history. His matches with stars like Andre the Giant, Randy Savage, The Ultimate Warrior, and Sting are still talked about today. Not just for their athletic competition, but for the stories they told and the emotions they evoked. For Reigns and many of today's wrestlers, Hogan's career is a blueprint for what it means to be a top draw in the industry. The combination of athleticism, charisma, and a strong connection with the audience is something every wrestler strives for. And Hogan mastered it during an era when wrestling was breaking into mainstream pop culture, Outside the ring, Hogan's life had its share of highs and lows, but his contributions to wrestling remained undeniable. He inspired generations of performers, many of whom have said they might not have pursued a career in the industry if it weren't for him. Roman Reigns himself has credited legends like Hogan for helping create the platform on which he now stands. Roman's decision to attend the funeral privately also reflects a larger truth about the wrestling world, that behind the storylines, rivalries, and personas, there is a deep sense of brotherhood. Wrestlers understand the sacrifices, the physical toll, and the dedication required to succeed at the highest level. When one of their own passes away, especially someone of Hulk Hogan's stature, that sense of unity comes to the forefront. In the weeks after the funeral, fans continued to share their memories of Hulk Hogan online. From photos with fans at events to clips of his most famous promos, social media became a living memorial to his legacy. Roman Reigns' tribute post was widely shared, praised for its sincerity and respect. Many noted that it showed a side of Reigns that fans don't often get to see, the man behind the character. Paying respect to someone he admired, WWE is expected to continue celebrating Hogan's legacy in the future. While the initial tribute on television was a moment of collective mourning, the company will likely produce more in-depth features and documentaries to honor his contributions. For fans, Hogan's matches and promos remain timeless, a reminder of why he earned the title the Immortal Hulk Hogan. Rome's presence at the private funeral ensured that Hogan's farewell was attended by both the legends of the past and the stars of today. It symbolized a passing of the torch, even if Hogan had officially retired years ago. His influence lives on through performers like Reigns, who now carry the industry forward. Hulk Hogan's passing on July 24, 2025, was a loss felt across the sports and entertainment worlds. His career was filled with moments that defined professional wrestling, and his influence will be studied and celebrated for generations to come. For Roman Reigns, honoring Hogan privately was a way to pay respect in the most personal way possible. And for the fans, his tribute served as a reminder that even when the cameras aren't rolling, the bonds between wrestlers run deep. In the end, the story of Roman Reigns honoring Hulk Hogan is about more than a single tribute. It's about legacy, respect, and the enduring impact of one of wrestling's greatest figures. Hulk Hogan may be gone, but through the respect and admiration of those he inspired, his legacy remains as strong as ever.